Welcome back to Skyrim. All right. Well, just out here kind of taking a look around at the area here surrounding the house. A place where I've spent a lot of time, having lived here since, well, the time I moved out of, what was it, Breeze home in Whiterun. And this is a pretty good place. It has the advantage of being centrally located on the map, you know. It's not quite as central as Whiterun, but it's a much bigger house with a lot more going on than Breeze home, so I'm not complaining. But the time has long since come to do something about setting up with another house. So I am going to take a little ride here, and I'm thinking to head off to Solitude and buy a house there. Because I know I believe that is like the most expensive place to get. And might as well go ahead and do it. It's not like I don't have the money, and I can pick up some Nerdroot along the way and so on. So, Shadowware and I are headed off to Solitude. We'll catch you there when it's business hours. Well, a little something up the road here. Yeah. Yeah. Really? You know, one of these days, I'm going to have to do something about these guys. Not today, because frankly I'm busy. But, yeah. They are more and more of a pain. And that pain is going to have to be excised sometime soon. There's the last one. Yeah. It's getting harder and harder to make any kind of a long trip without encountering them at least once along the way. Yeah. Anyway, and just to tell you what I mean, I'm not even up to Rorikstead yet. And I got to go up to Rorikstead and then to Dragon Bridge and then over to Solitude. Yeah. All right. On my way once again. Well, this is my day for encounters. First, it's cultists, and now it's roadside vampires. When are they ever going to learn? I know, probably never. But there you go. That's what it's like to travel. Oh well, I got a bunch of free stuff. Oh boy. Here we are again. Oh really? Come on. Yeah, this is me losing.
The true Dragonborn returns to this world.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right, where did the fire elemental thing go? I guess it self-destructed. Okay, very high on my list of things to do is put an end to the cultists once and for all. I mean, I don't mind having all the free loot, but really, they're getting to be annoying. So, soon, I think. Alright, back on the road. Okay, this one's special. Obviously, they don't know who I am. Because this vampire assassin comes along and spouts death to the Dawn Guard. As a matter of fact, let's see here. Assassin's Writ. The Patriarch of Pine Moon Cave. Yeah. They haven't gotten the latest news, have they? Alright. Okay. Another day in the life. And so, the journey continues. I did just pass Dragon Bridge. As a matter of fact, I believe this is the road over to Solitude. Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, believe it or not, I finally made it to Solitude without much more interruptions. Yeah, although several cultists, like, what is it, 6 cultists, 5 or 6 bandits, and at least a couple of vampires. Yeah, it's been an adventuresome trip. But on the other hand, I get a whole lot of free loot out of it, so I'm not complaining too awfully much. Although the cultists are kind of getting out of hand. Anyway, here we are, the Blue Palace. I believe I need to talk to somebody here to be able to buy a house. And let's see. It's 7:30 a.m. It may be a little on the early side. What do you got to say?
Please address all questions to the steward, Falk Firebeard.
Ah, Falk Firebeard. Ah.
Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
No, just naturally fair-skinned. Okay, I don't care about Elephas and Tullius. Actually, this is not what I wanted to talk to him about. But I'm probably going to have to do something to get them to authorize me to buy a house, so there.
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Okay. Wolfskull Cave. I don't care why it's called that. It's
Feel
just...
free to return to me with questions. Blue Palace is an open forum.
Oh, goody. And here I thought it was a castle-like thing. Okay. So, Wolfskull Cave. Now, there is at least a place to go. Something to do. And I know what it is. You gotta do some stuff to become reasonably well-known and such, so that they will consider you to be worth getting permission to buy a house. Especially since in Solitude, that means buying something up here close to the Blue Palace, one of these rich people houses. Yeah, and it takes rich people money to do it. So, let's see, where is Wolfskull Cave? Up there, past Meridia's Beacon. Okay, that won't be too awfully hard to get to. So I'm going to head off that direction. Might even manage to do so without encountering a bunch of stuff. I'm going to stop and sell some of the junk that I picked up from them, and then I'll head out there.
When you get bored, stranger.
Oh. The lizard. You know? I don't like that lizard.
I've got weapons forgiven.
Because he can make his little statement, and I can hear him halfway to the blue house.
I've got a little work.
And he never shuts up. Yeah, so he's another thing on my list of stuff to do.
Seems there's
All right.
no end to the
Meanwhile,
needs of the
I'm going to
Imperials.
sell some stuff and get out of my
What can
way.
I help you with? Take a look.
Well, I'm just getting up here to Wolf Skull. I had actually gone back to Lakeview Manor for something, and I get up here and I run into this. Look at this armor. That is crazy looking. What is that? Daedric. Heavy armor. Of course. All right. Well, take it all. And get back on the road here. I went back because I figured, you know, this is going into a cave and there could be like Nordic ruins into it. And from the sound of what the guy's talking about, we're talking about mages, necromancers, that sort of thing. And so I figured that it probably would be fun to go back and pick up Oriel's bow and get out the sun-hallowed elven arrows. Just for giggles. Alright, now, here we go, Wolf Skull Cave. And quick save and head on in. See what we got going on here. I actually don't know anything about the Wolf Skull thing, but, yeah. Pick it up on the way out. Okay. So far it's pretty standard level of gruesome. Chains hanging here. These are not pull chains or actuators. They're just places to hang people up by, I guess. What is this line going straight vertical like that? A root? I don't know. Nothing like any root I've ever heard of. Ah, here's our first customer. I do like that bow when dealing with critters like him. Undead and so on. I think the reason I ended up putting it away to begin with is because at the time I was spending a lot of time with Serena and she kept getting in the way of the bloody thing. All right. Yeah. Huh? Great big ball of fire just took your friend out, and you just go, huh?
Must have been nothing.
Yeah. And yes, I've noticed how incredibly fast this bow seems to be loading. What the heck is with that? It doesn't say anything about that. I have no idea. Oh, heck, take it all. And yes, extract blood, because I use a fair amount of those potions in the event, like, for example, if I'm traveling and I don't happen to be feeding vampire style, then If I use one of those every day, it keeps me at full power, so that because, alright, bearing in mind, vanilla Skyrim got vampires backwards, and so the Better Vampires mod fixes a lot of that. And what it does is it basically reverses the backwardness that Bethesda did with Skyrim. And so instead of getting stronger as you go without feeding, you get weaker as you go without feeding, which makes sense, you know, really. And so if I go long enough without feeding, like for example, a lot of fast travel, because game time passes when you fast travel. And, or sleeping a lot, or waiting a lot, and things like that. It makes time pass, and it reduces the ability you have with, hello. It reduces the ability to, well, it cuts down how much power. You progress, for every day that you don't feed, you progress another stage. You start out, you're at stage 1 fully fed, and after a day it's stage 2, and so on. You get to stage 4 and you're weak. Power has been reduced. You have less of it, less things you can do, and so on. And so, to keep myself at full strength, use the blood potions every day. Unless, of course, I'm feeding on this or that nasty thing. Oh boy, I gotta admit, this looks impressive. What's this quest thing say? Clear out Wolf Skull Cave. Well, it could be a little bit more vague.
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema. We summon Potema.
Why do I think that would be a bad thing?
The dreamless sleep of death, Potema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you.
Oh boy. Okay, Vampiric Vision.
We summon Potema.
That should give me an idea of where these bozos are. Oh, there's one. And a Draugr, I think. Jeez. 83 damage, it really should be better than that. Okay. That's okay, I got some fortified marksmen on me, so always looking for a good excuse to use it. And let's throw some drain health on there as well, on the bow. Did I like hit the ground in front of me? I know I hit him dead on that time. Oh. Yeah, there's someone here. There is most assuredly someone here.
Must have been nothing.
Here's nothing.
Someone there?
Yeah. That was nothing, right? It was a mosquito bite. Necromage. Yeah. They're always bad news. I have never once encountered a necromage that wasn't bad news. In any game, for that matter. But definitely in Skyrim. All necromages are bad news. Okay. So I get the idea that what I need to do is to shut down these streams of blue energy. Okay, what if I shot one of these right into that mess? Apparently, I woke a few people up. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. Infiltrate and terminate. Or, to put it more simply, search and destroy. Terminate with extreme prejudice. Yeah. Go in, take them all out, sort it out later. Yeah. All right. Oh, that one's been looted. So is this one. I need to get back into that thing and go up instead of down. How about that? Oh. There is no up from this level. But maybe from over here. Yo, Draugr boy. You're dead. Act like it. Okay. And the heartbeat sound, by the way?
No, I heard something.
It goes with the vampiric night vision thing. Outlines humans in a red glow. Whoa! That was rude. But, I'll tell you what, there, Draugr boy. Hey, wait a minute. What happened to powers? Shouts. Okay. Okay, the timer's run back in.
You think you stand a chance?
I stand 5 or 6 chances every day. Okay, Oriel's bow. I should have put that on a hotkey. It's particularly effective against undead. All right. Up is definitely...
Yes! Yes! Return me to this realm!
Oh, good night.
Our voices summon you. The blood of the innocent binds you, Wolf Queen.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely something we need to stop. Okay. All right. I don't know who this persona is, but I don't think I want it walking around in the world. Well, we got 3 up top there. Oh. There we go. Can I shoot through the slot there?
Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
No stuff. Ah. Yeah, those bursts of sunlight that taking your joggers down are your imagination. All right, where is a doorway into this thing? The part they're in. This tower right there I need to get into. And it looks like I'll probably have to go down in order to go up. Well, I guess it's some kind of progress that you start finding a bit of loot. I still don't see a way into these towers. There's this down here, but if I'm not mistaken, this is the one that only goes up one level and then stops. There's no stairway going farther up. It lets out onto here, which then goes up here. What I'm not seeing is a way into that tower, which is really kind of aggravating. It's just your imagination. It was a mosquito. Well, so much for jumping back up there, but that's all right. Oh, yeah. Could have sworn I pretty well been rolled way around this tower. All right, let's see what the map might show. All right, point myself directly at where they are. They're over here. And I don't see anything that even looks helpful about how to get up there. Not on this map. Because this is showing what's there, but it's all different levels of it at the same time. There is a stairwell in there. I just saw it. Okay, line up with this. Yeah, there is definitely a stair in there. All right. Is the map giving me any better detail at lower physical levels? Not especially. How about here? No, no help. Although if I could get into that, maybe I could get that drawbridge to come down. Oh. So now I'm going to do the same thing on this other side, trying to find a way in. And it's not showing me one. No. Hanging moss is good. That stuff is actually fairly rare-ish, in my experience. Okay, I know this is making things look bad and go take a long time, but I am going to look around a bit and see what I can find and check in when I do find something. All right, I think I got something here. I went back to the entrance, which is right out there, and then come back in here and began to look around more. And it seems that what I did was I came down here and went out that way. This is all fine and dandy, but it completely ignores up this way. And really, there is something up there. Of course, getting to it may be a little bit of a trick. Well, okay. But this is what I need. Wolf Skull Ruins. This is the access into the other part that I kind of needed and couldn't find. See, this is that other tower, I'll bet you. Oh, okay, decent loot. Now, where is the actuator that lowers that bridge? Let me guess. It's on that side, and you have to make them want to come over here. Well, I think I can do that. What? Hey, wait a minute. Where's my sun hallowed arrows? No, it's just your imagination. Come on. You're supposed to lower the drawbridge so I can get over there. Well, if the compass is any indication, there's 2 left. All right, how about this? Yeah? Take a look over here. Yo, it's me. Your friendly neighborhood slayer of dummies. And you are dummies. And I want over there. It bothers me that I can't lower this bridge on this side. I don't suppose there's an actuator of some kind down here, a lever, a pull chain, a button, something that I just kind of barreled on by and missed. No, there isn't. One left. blast. Okay. Okay, apparently this did the job. Stopping them shut down what they were trying to do. And I don't necessarily have to get over onto that other bridge, that other platform, tower thing, whatever. Okay. In which case, I'm going to get down out of this tower. Wait a minute. Okay. Thought for a second there was something over there, another doorway or something, but I guess not. Alright, I will catch up with you back at the Blue Palace. Okay, here we are back at the Blue Palace, and there's the guy we talked to. And by the way, why do they call it the Blue Palace? I don't see a whole lot of blue anywhere.
You've returned. Good. What did you find at Wolf Skull Cave?
A bunch of nasty.
Potema herself? Please tell me you stopped them.
They're done.
You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought.
Okay, that's all well and dandy, but hey.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Okay, conversation.
Stout heart like yours is welcome here.
Okay, shut up, people. Okay, he doesn't have the conversation options yet to do anything about buying a house, so we're going to have to get that figured out. And this probably means doing favors for people in the hold and the area and so on. And that's not too bad of a problem. Meanwhile, I am going to trudge back to Lakeview and unload stuff. And yeah, this was more involved than I expected. Shut up, people. Oy, they talk too much. And I get it's conversations of what's going on, but they seem excessively loud to me. In any event, back to Lakeview, and we'll pick this up next time and get this house going in this area. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.
And your madness is the method and the melody.
Oy, oy, oy. Talk about madness.